foot stomping through the pines. Aliens sending secret signs. EVPs in the dead of night. Ghosts dancing in the pale moonlight. Paranormal 411, we bring it to ya. Truth behind the veil, gotta pursue ya. Talking about the strange, the freaky, the weird. Fearless, we dive wherever you see it. Portal opens in the woods so deep. Creatures crawl from a timeless sleep. Lights in the sky, they flicker and blaze. Signals from beyond these earthly days.
All right.
All right.
Hello, everybody. How are you doing tonight?
Hello, all you people out there watching us live.
Yeah. We enjoy every one of you and thank you for
Yes.
tuning in. So we got a good show tonight.
Oh, yeah. Haunted. Look there. I misspelled that.
Oh, man.
Haunted
Knoxville.
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 Huh.
Oh, well.
Okay. I'll fix it later.
Yep.
Knoxville.
Hey, Mr. Knoxville. We're in Knoxville, Tennessee.
Hey, we got two
Michelle.
people in there. All right. Come on, guy. Oh, yeah.
Michelle says, "Oh, guys,
Knoxville.
we're in Knoxville."
Connexville. Kinksville.
Well. The show starts and then we see an error.
Yeah. So if you haven't heard of Knoxville, Tennessee, we're about 30 miles south, directly south.
Yep.
Of Knoxville, Tennessee. We got a few stories here. We got 3 different stories. We're going to be talking about the Baker's Peter House. We're going to be talking about the Bijou Theater. Hey, Charles.
Charles, how you doing? Thank you.
Well, for your first time, I misspelled the title. It's supposed to be Knoxville, not Nextville.
Knoxville.
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 We're going to be talking about
girl.
the Baker Peters House, the Bijou Theater, and Lakeshore Asylum.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Lakeshore was one of my scary moments in life.
Did you go visit?
No, my mom was, I'm taking you to Lakeshore.
Oh, that's hilarious. I ain't gonna take you and have the cops called on you or nothing. I'm taking you to Lakeshore.
Right.
Man, Jason.
Hey, you know what? I forgot my
crazy
hat too, so I'm not trying to blind anybody, but
Kind of well, it's on the screen. It doesn't look like it's got a lot of light going off of it. So you didn't buff it, did you?
I did not.
Says, "Hey, no creepy grannies, right? No creepy grannies."
So we're going to do the Baker's Peter House first. David,
Awesome.
light her up.
All right, Jason, I'll show you a picture of the place too.
I will. Baker Peter House.
Zombie. Hey, how you doing, Zombie? Thanks for coming in.
Yeah, thank you.
Jason feels naked.
I do.
That's a fact. It's all right. I have enough hair. I can, here you go, Jason.
I haven't been wearing my hat for the last couple of days because I just ain't. I don't
It's
know
good
why.
to get sun on the head every once in a
Yeah,
while.
I need some vitamin D.
That's it.
So we're going to be talking about this place right here.
Yes. Drive by that place a lot.
I went and ate dinner there on my prom night back in 1980 something.
That was a long time ago.
Yeah, it was.
So the Baker's Peters House is in Knoxville, and Knoxville is a city that has a very rich history. Now, some of the local history, there are tales of supernatural, which happens in a lot of big cities, but Knoxville's a pretty old city. So now, a lot of locals might tell you about the ghostly occupants of the Bijou Theater or the lingering spirits at Hall's High School. There is one name that does rise above the rest, and that is the Baker's Peters Jazz Club. Now, this elegant venue It's not a jazz club anymore, is it?
Yeah, it's still the
Is it?
jazz club. Yeah.
Okay. This elegant venue is widely considered one of the most haunted spots in the entire region. Now, it has a chilling legend that captivates people when they hear about the story. So, the story of the Baker family is one of haunting, a tale of tragedy and vengeance, a spirit that refuses to rest. Now, the story begins in 1840 when Dr. James Harvey Baker, which is a well-known and respected physician, built a stately Greek Revival style home on a sprawling farm in West Knox County. Now, as a distinguished figure in the community, he helped found the Knox County Board of Health and the East Tennessee Medical Society. Now, accounts from the time describe him as a dignified, cultured gentleman. So when the Civil War broke out, Dr. Baker's loyalties were tested. While his son, Abner, was a staunch Confederate soldier, the doctor's own allegiance has been subject to debate among historians. Regardless of this, his home became a refuge for wounded Confederate troops. Now, this act of compassion, however, would ultimately lead to tragedy. So, the Dark House's history began in 1864, when Union soldiers, having caught wind of Dr. Baker's actions, raided the property. Now, they demanded the surrender of the Confederate soldiers he was hiding, but Dr. Baker refused. So, in a desperate attempt to escape, he bolted upstairs and barricaded himself into his bedroom. Now, despite his efforts, the Union soldiers shot through the door, killing him instantly. Could you imagine that? Being shot with those muskets and stuff? That wouldn't be good. Most of them were like 50 caliber. When Abner returned home from the war to find his father dead and his family shattered, his grief transformed into a burning need for vengeance. So he hunted down William Hall, the Knoxville postmaster he believed have informed on his father, and shot him dead. Now, this act of retribution, however, sealed Abner's own fate. Hall's accomplices, seeking revenge, ambushed and killed Abner in retaliation. Now, the legend states that the Abner spirit refuses to abandon the house and his family fought for, so it still resides within the walls of the jazz club. His restless presence is a common topic of conversation among employees and patrons alike. Many believe his ghost acts as a protective force, eternally watching over his family home. Now, there has been countless reports of paranormal activity over the years. Employees have grown accustomed to glassware falling from shelves with no explanations. They have lights that flicker off and on their own. The manager, Ann Bowen, recounted those frequent occurrences, although she has never personally seen the ghost herself. However, a grainy, haunting photograph said to be of Abner's specter looming in a window hangs near the host stand, serving as a constant reminder of its past. I'm going to have to go there sometime.
It's pretty
I've been
eerie.
I've been by it 100 times.
Like it used to be Hawkeye, or was it Hawkeye's? Yeah, it was Hawkeye's restaurant. And I ate there on my prom night back in, I don't know, it was 1980 something. Because I went to a few different proms.
Like 88, probably. You're like 5 years older than me, so.
I know, but I went to like.
Oh, you're one of those guys that went to like prom and
4 proms and all my 4 years.
Yeah, okay. Gotcha.
So it was one of those times.
I didn't go to one of my proms.
Why not? It's a time of your life.
I had other things to do.
I remember driving my big old Papa's Lincoln Continental. That thing's sharp.
He was uptown high society. That's funny. Now, visitors and staff often speak of an unsettling chill that descends upon them. It's a feeling of being watched or an overwhelming sense that they have intruded upon someone's private space. Now, some of the more dramatic accounts from the past include a hanging candelabra with twisted candle holders and disembodied whispers echoing through the halls. Now, this legend is further cemented by the physical evidence that remains. The original door from Dr. Baker's bedroom, still riddled with bullet holes that took his life, is a tangible link to the past. And it does serve as a visceral reminder of the tragedy that befell the Baker family and a powerful testament to the relentless spirit that to this day is said to inhabit the Baker's Peters Club. You know, I think this is like the second time we've talked about the Baker's Peters Club.
Yeah, I think it's actually in our book.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
It is.
It is. I think that they used to let people go in and investigate, because I've seen some investigations people have done there.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah. They're on YouTube. Maybe we need to go do an investigation and see if we can do a live investigation.
Live.
Who would be up for watching a live investigation from the Baker's Peters house?
Oh, yeah.
I would.
So next on our list, now I know you've heard of this, it's the Bijou Theater.
Bijou?
The Bijou Theater.
Yes. The Bijou is
old
and very, very haunted. There's been multiple people that's gone in there and done investigations.
So, of course, it's in Knoxville. It stands not only as a landmark, but also was one of the city's most renowned haunted locations. So it's got a long layered history, which dates back to the early 19th century. It provides a fertile ground for the ghostly tales that have become part of its lore. Now, the building itself was completed in 1817. That's a long time ago.
Yes.
And it originally opened its doors as the Lamar House Hotel. Now, this establishment was a hub of activity in early Knoxville. It welcomed notable figures of the time, including the legendary frontiersman and politician, Mr. Davy Crockett.
Oh, King of the Wild Frontier.
Davy Crockett. The Lamar House was known for its grand accommodations, but its role in history took a more somber turn during the Civil War. Colonel William H. Sneed, a Confederate Sneed,
bless you,
a Confederate officer who had purchased the hotel, converted a portion of it into a hospital. So it was during this period that one of the theater's most famous spectral residents is said to have come into being. Now, in 1863, amid the tumultuous siege of Knoxville, Union General William P. Sanders was severely wounded. He was brought to the Lamar House, and he was attended to in the bridal suite. But unfortunately, his injuries did prove fatal, and he died there on November 19th, 1863.
That's interesting.
Yeah, and a lot of people believe his spirit never left. And some people see his ghost, and it's often cited as the most prominent of the theater's ghostly figures.
It's interesting because I've seen some of the investigations that's been done there.
Yeah.
And it's really made me want to go and investigate that place.
Yeah. Now, in the early 20th century, the building it had a significant transformation. In 1909, it was converted into a theater, ushering in a new era of entertainment. So after decades of serving as a vibrant artistic hub, the theater fell into disrepair, only to be resurrected by a magnificent renovation completed in 2005. So this restoration brought the theater back to its former glory, allowing it to once again host a wide variety of performances. Now, its storied past as a hotel, a Civil War hospital, and a vibrant artistic hub, it has led to a wealth of paranormal accounts.
Right.
Visitors and staff have reported a wide range of paranormal occurrences, from their ghostly sightings in the audience and on the stage to strange noises from backstage and in dressing rooms. Now, a spectral woman in a long dress, I bet it's a white dress. Every time it's a white dress. She's said to be seen sitting in the seats while the disembodied sound of a crying baby is heard from the upstairs balcony.
Yep. Yeah, and they said that a lot of the parts of the upstairs balcony, because back then it was segregated, and the colored people had to come in from outside and go up the stairs, and they got to sit up there. And there's a lot of stuff that's usually, as far as ghosts, sightings and stuff, you see quite a bit up there.
Yeah.
And supposedly, and I think it's that woman is seen down on the bottom part, like 4 rows up or something like that. They see her. But yeah, also that's something that you could go online and watch people.
Yeah.
Their investigations.
This place is, this place has attracted a lot of attention from professional investigators, including Tennessee wraith chasers. Mm-hmm. They've explored the theater's many dark corners, and the theater itself hosted popular ghost tours, allowing the public a chance to hear these tales firsthand and perhaps experience something for themselves. But while a full schedule of performances now makes these tours difficult, the building's reputation for being a stage for both the living and the departed remains. Every curtain call feels a little more dramatic. With the knowledge that some of the theater's unseen guests from another time may be watching in the shadows.
Got happy with that button.
I know.
But it is funny to know that the Bijou is oh, you didn't even change the photo.
Oh, the Bijou Theater. Let me show you the picture.
Yeah, there's the Bijou Theater. The Tennessee Theater too, in Knoxville.
Yeah, that's said to be haunted.
Supposed to be very haunted.
There's a lot of places in Knoxville that's said to be haunted, and these are just some of them.
You got to think, hey Jason, how you doing?
Hey man, glad you got on here.
That's the one thing about it is that a lot of people. Hey Jason, how you doing, buddy? I think we need to make him a moderator.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Mm-hmm.
Jason like to be a moderator. There's places in Knoxville that are so old before Tennessee even become, part of the Union. Mm-hmm. It wasn't even a state at the time when Knoxville and stuff was still doing what it was doing. And it was kind of the Wild West. This is as far west as it come at one point to be in civilized country. And so Knoxville had all kinds of crazy stuff.
Yeah, it did.
That's almost a job by itself, Jason. Having to take dogs outside and let them use bathroom and stuff.
Oh yeah.
It is.
So this next one is a place dear to me.
Have you visited it often?
I have been there.
Have you really?
And yeah, one of my former wives' mother was stationed there.
Stationed?
Yeah.
Permanent station?
For a little while.
Oh. Was it self, or was she actually committed?
Probably committed for a minute or two, but that place is really wild and it's spooky.
It's closed down now, though, right? It's been closed down for years.
It's closed down. They've tore some of the buildings down, but right now it's just like a community place. But
really,
the old main part of the building is still there.
I wonder if they let people
go. The picture you see, let me pull it up. It's still there.
Do they allow people to go in?
They may. I don't know.
Oh man!
But this is East Tennessee Hospital. East Tennessee Hospital for the Insane. Take her away, David.
1886 to 1976. So it closed in 76?
No, that was its name until 76.
Gotcha. What was it changed to? Do you know?
Lakeshore Mental.
Lakeshore. So that's what I remember it as, Lakeshore. Yeah. Because everybody always talked about all the crazies in Lakeshore.
Yeah, that's where I was going to be sent by my mama.
Your mama says, I'm going to take you to Lakeshore, huh? Yeah. That's funny. So the history of this site began in the mid-19th century when the Williams family donated 300 acres of land to the state of Tennessee for the purpose of building a mental health hospital. Now, the East Tennessee Hospital for the Insane officially opened its doors in 1886. Now, the first patients, nearly 100 of them, man, they were waiting, weren't they?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, we got 100 already for you. Were transferred by train from overcrowded asylum in Nashville. Now, in its early days, the institution was designed with a more progressive, self-sufficient model in mind. Patients were put to work in the hospital's dairy, farm, and cultivated produce, which helped to provide food and a sense of purpose. Now, this was a common approach at the time, and it was believed that physical labor and a rural environment were very therapeutic. The hospital became its own small community with its own power plant, laundry facilities, and other infrastructures. Now, despite these intentions, the hospital's capacity was quickly exceeded. The initial design was for 250 patients, but overcrowding became a persistent problem. A lack of state funding meant that the hospital was often understaffed and undersupplied. So as a result, the institution struggled to provide adequate care, and the conditions for patients often deteriorated. So there's an investigation by the Sentinel in 1965, and it highlighted these issues, detailing the dire conditions and the use of restraints and drugs to control a growing number of patients. Isn't that what we see, though? Like in movies and all that stuff, they're drugged out people just in a cell somewhere or a room.
Geeked out in a padded room.
Yeah. With
just zombified.
Yeah. Sitting there talking to themselves.
Oh, I can tell you from experience that the medicine that people with mental problems take, I mean, I've not had any issues, but I've seen it in the family that it just takes all their emotion, all their character, everything is just blank. It's just zombie.
So they become a NPC,
Yeah.
a non-playable character in a
Yes.
video game.
I mean,
A baby girl in a straitjacket.
No, now, if you're on the medicine that they give, like, I don't know what the medicine's name is, but you walk around zombified and you're just useless, and it's terrible to see somebody like that.
Right.
But they think it's better for them, you know, instead of seeing ghosts and maybe stuff that they think they're crazy. It's better for them to not think of nothing. Just be dead to the world. Yeah, that's stupid.
Brain dead. Yeah, it is. Now, there's a significant detail of the hospital's history reflecting the racial segregation of the era. Now, there was a construction of a separate building for Black patients in 1896. This facility, known as the Underhill Building, remained the sole building for Black people until the hospital was integrated in the 1960s. So from 1976 to 2012, the name of the institution was officially changed to the Lakeshore Mental Health Institution. That doesn't even sound nice, though.
Yeah.
Where are you at? I'm at an institution. This change was part of a broader national trend to destigmatize mental health care and move away from the term asylum. Now, the hospital also began to shift its focus from long-term institutionalization to a more modern approach, which included community-based care. Yeah, you take care of your own people. Throughout the 1980s and 90s, the hospital saw a decline in its patient population as more effective psychiatric drugs became available and mental health services were decentralized. Now, the state began to lease portions of the campus to the city of Knoxville, and in 95, the first walking trails that would become Lakeshore Park were open to the public. Now, throughout its long history, it was a place of care, but also immense suffering, with numerous reports of abuse, overcrowding, and neglect. Now, this history has fueled many of the ghost stories and paranormal claims that persist to this day. Even after much of the property was demolished and repurposed into Lakeshore Park, there are reported apparitions and figures. Now, one of these is a woman in white. Go figure, right?
Yeah,
There's always a woman in white somewhere. Many visitors, particularly those who have explored the few remaining or formerly standing buildings, have reported seeing a woman in a white gown or a nurse's uniform on the upper floors. Now, she is seen often staring out of windows and is said to be the spirit of a nurse who committed suicide on the property.
Wow.
People also have reported seeing fleeting shadow figures lurking in the hallways. There has been investigations there, and people who have also shared photos, videos showing unexplained orbs, light anomalies, which they believe are evidence of spirits. Now, one specific named ghost is said to haunt the premises: Samuel Lee and his young son, Thomas. So their ghost is said to wander the halls, and Thomas's is described as a playful child who enjoys playing pranks on visitors. We need to go.
Yeah.
Sensory and auditory phenomena. Now, most frequent reports from the Lakeshore is of auditory phenomena. Visitors have heard disembodied screams, cries, moans, and echoing from empty buildings and long demolished wings. Now, this is often attributed to the spirits of former patients who suffered during their stay. They also have ghost stories that often include accounts of doors slamming or shutting on their own, footsteps in empty rooms, and mysterious banging noises from within the old buildings. People exploring the grounds have reported sudden and intense cold spots, even on warm days. Some have also claimed to feel a hand on their cheek, a push on their shoulder, or a tug on their clothes, as if an unseen presence is trying to get their attention. Now, like many old asylums, the Lakeshore Mental Health Institute had a network of underground tunnels connecting its buildings. These tunnels are a popular focus for urban explorers and ghost hunters who report hearing voices and feeling strange presences while inside. Now, this demolished building of Lonis Hall was a notorious location for a paranormal activity. It is where many of the most severe patients were housed, and its dark history is said to have left a spiritual imprint. The hospital also has an on-site cemetery. While it's not part of Lakeshore Park, it is a separate and deeply sad location where there are no widespread ghost stories about the cemetery itself. It is, and its presence adds to the somber history of the area. And it does fuel some of the beliefs that the spirits of the deceased still linger.
I hit the button. If they are uncontrollable, violent, psycho type thing, it might be understandable. Yes.
It might be. I mean,
if they've committed a murder, a crime, a violent crime, yeah, they should be institutionalized. If they're wacko, was that a bad word? Sorry. If they're
insane.
Yeah.
Yes. Not of their own mind. I don't know. I think,
sorry for saying wacko. Insane.
Well, it's just the term.
Yeah.
But I mean, the way I look at it is that any of these places, like a lot of that stuff that's described about it, most of it sounds like it is residual.
Yeah.
You know, there's not these things sitting there just all night long, and because they're actually, it's just something that's just imprinted because of, like you said, Jason, the drugs that were given to these people and the mindlessness that these, you know, I'm sure that left an imprint.
Yeah.
On the place, on the property itself. So, like I said, even in buildings that no longer exist, things are still heard and seen.
Yeah, and some of the treatments for these people were
electroshock therapies and
outrageous.
Yeah.
They were
lobotomies.
They were dangerous. They were demonic to me.
Right. Lobotomy, that's a weird thing, man.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I don't know.
Electroshock therapy and taking part of your brain out and stuff like that is truly a crime in itself.
It's barbaric.
It's violent crime in itself.
It's barbaric. I mean, the mental institution that's in Kentucky, the really famous one. I forgot the name of it.
Allegheny? No.
Someone's going to have to help me with this one.
I can't remember.
Because I know it. Because I really want to go there. But what's crazy about it, not the Trans-Allegheny, I don't think.
No.
I don't think so, no. I have to look it up. Look it up. Feels like one step away from what the Egyptians... Well, anyway, this place in Kentucky, and it'll come to me here in a second if someone don't come up with it. But anyway, doing studies for it, that's where this doctor came up with the ice pick lobotomy.
Waverly Hills.
That's it, Waverly Hills Sanatorium. The ice pick lobotomy was created there. And they said that the man was at home, got an ice pick and was breaking up ice, and he thought, hey, I could shove this through the side of someone's eyeball and scramble their brains. And he went to work and started doing it at Waverly Hills. Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah. So, I mean, just to think about the crazy stuff that did happen at these places. I mean, look at the Bijou Theater. With it being a Civil War hospital for a while, the imprint that was left there, people were hurt, scared, dying, getting limbs hacked off literally with hacksaws. And they just gave them a piece of leather or something because they had no way of knocking you out to do it.
Yeah.
I mean, when you really stop and you think about the energy that we put out every day, right? And we know that we can affect everything around us by just interacting with our environment mentally, just by looking at it, right? The double slit experience.
Steven says, hacksaws. What did I just come into?
Hacksaw.
We're talking about Civil War amputations.
Yes. The double slit experiment shows that we can, by looking at it, it's in one state. By not looking at it, it's in another.
Mm-hmm.
We also can do experiments with things by speaking good things to stuff and freezing it and seeing these perfect things, or speaking bad things and seeing these grotesque, nasty things that when they freeze them, right?
Yeah.
And you could do it with rice, and there's other ways of doing it for sure. But we could tell that just what we do it's just a flesh wound, he says.
Reminds me of that Monty Python. Oh, it's just a mere flesh wound, and his legs cut off.
Reminds me of that one movie that Arnold was in. That was a movie, but then he came into the real life, and then he got the flesh wound, but he went back into the movie, and it was just a flesh wound. He's going to die.
What was that?
That was an old movie.
I remember that movie, and it was a good movie.
Yeah, it was a good movie. Yeah.
Can't remember the name of it, though.
He says, I was hoping you got it. But I mean, since we can do that, just think about the fact that when someone is in a state of distress, terror, and all these other things, what we're putting out in that environment. And as people who investigate that kind of stuff, that's what we look for when we're going to these places. Mm-hmm. Is this something that's just an imprint, or is this something that's intelligent and it's talking back to me?
Right.
And I think that a lot of what we talked about tonight is just, it's an imprint.
I know
it's not.
There's some controversy too for me about it being an imprint or being a time slip.
Well, and that's possible too.
I mean, I'm just saying it could be energy that's left behind, but it also could be a time shift. You could be seeing what was really happening there at that time.
Mm-hmm. That's, I mean, definitely not out of the realm of impossibility.
Yeah,
for sure. Yeah. Yep. I mean, there's a lot of people who's had time slips.
Mm-hmm.
Literally, they drove into a place and ate at a restaurant, and on their way back, they went to eat at the same restaurant and found out that it hadn't even been there for decades. There's tons of stories like that.
Yeah.
Time slip stories. So, I mean, I think that it is possible and that it does happen for sure.
Mm-hmm.
I hope everybody enjoyed the 3 stories that we had tonight about haunted Knoxville. Actually, haunted
Knoxville.
Knoxville.
Yeah, I misspelled it. I'm gonna have to change that when we put it up.
You forgot the O.
There's an O between the N and the X.
Should be, but not the way Jason spells it.
That's right.
Knoxville. What's funny is that when the show started and then we saw it. Thank you, baby girl Casper.
So Stephen knows a guy up in the mountains that went turkey hunting and had lost time and ended up somewhere different. Huh. Yeah, it's a possibility.
You know, that sounds like a guy that told us a story at Legends and Lore one time.
You like my...
I like it. You look like Geordie LaForge.
Yeah.
Star Trek. The Next Generation. Yep.
We'll probably go down there and just
Yes.
see what it's about. I mean,
Yeah.
we ain't set up.
Yeah, but we'll definitely visit.
Yeah, we're going to be down there.
Laser beam. What was we talking about?
I have no idea. Talking about town hall, and that's the last thing I remember.
I don't remember now. I was saying something, but we got sidetracked. But thank you, Stephen, for reminding us. Hey, everybody, next Saturday in Loudon, it's at the, where is it? The
VFW.
Yeah, the VFW. So it's right off 72, going
Right
towards
off 11.
or 11. I'm sorry, going towards Sweetwater. Yeah, lost time slips. Thank you, Stephen. That's what it was.
Maybe we just lost a time.
I just time slipped.
Yeah,
that's what I did. It's called old age, but we won't say nothing. I time slipped, but
yeah, we'll be down
to.
there roaming around probably for a little bit.
Yep, eat some hot dogs.
Yes. Then we got a show. We're going to be doing a show at 8 p.m. Saturday.
Yes. Who's our guest this Saturday?
Fisher of Men.
Men spam.
Fisher of Men. Why do I want to say men?
I don't know, but it's Fisher of Spam.
What is Fisher
Night
of
Watch.
Men? Night Watch. Yeah. I'll tell you exactly his name. James Powell.
Yep. Mr. James Powell.
From Fisher of, AKA Fisher of Spams.
Yes.
He's got a channel on YouTube called Night Watch.
Yeah. Pretty good channel.
Yeah.
I like to watch his stuff. What did you say? I'm
Fisher of
hoping to get there,
Men.
plan on smoking some
That's
chicken wings
Jesus.
for the first Tennessee Vols football game. Yes. Fisher of Men was Jesus.
So he's going to be smoking some wings. What time? We'll be over.
Yeah, let us know, Steve. And shoot us in our email, your address, and we'll be there. Jason and I love wings. No.
All right. We appreciate everybody for listening.
Yes. Like I said, we got a great show coming up Saturday. So definitely tune in. It's 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So let us know. Jason, you have anything? Do we have anything else coming up? Hey, we've got 2 books that are about to come out.
Yeah, we got a book and a journal fixing to be released.
Yep.
We're waiting on the proofs right now to go over them, but it's going to be good.
Yep. So the book is a paranormal investigation book. Kind of walks you through all the different stuff.
Yeah. The title is A Comprehensive Guide to Paranormal Investigations.
Yes. And it's going to have a companion book, which is a journal. We say one of the best things you can do is journal while you're doing an investigation. So he says we have to BYOB.
That's fine. What's the address?
Baby girl says Saturday with popcorn in hand. Yes. It's going to be fun. It's going to be a fun show. Like I said, 8 p.m., 8 to 10 this Saturday.
Yep.
So join us. We look forward to seeing everybody there. Remember, you can find us at paranormal411.org, paranormal411 on Facebook, X, and Rumble. Tune in live every Thursday from 7 to 8. Saturdays from 8 to 10 Eastern Standard Time. Remember, Saturdays at 10 to 11 in the metro Atlanta area. You catch us on WDJY-FM. That's 99.1 FM. For listeners outside of Atlanta, you can still listen to us, not watch us. Radio. WDJYFM.com, or you go to paranormal411.org and and click on the link. We're also on Subspace Radio and all major podcast platforms. Remember, we do have a book that's out right now, East Tennessee Hauntings and Lore Edition 2. That is East Tennessee Hauntings and Lore Edition 2. It is available on Amazon or at paranormal411.org. Join us. Join us. Thank you, everybody. Hope to see everybody on Saturday. And if you can, hey, maybe you'll see us walking around over in Loudon at the Bigfoot. What is it anyway? It's a Bigfoot what?
Town Hall.
Town Hall, yes. Thank you, baby girl Casper.
Yes,
please like
everybody.
and subscribe.
On YouTube. We're going to be
YouTube.
doing a lot more YouTube. So
yes,
YouTube is the place. Thank you. And
good night.
Good night.
Have you ever wondered what lurks in the shadows? What secrets the night hides? What strange phenomena might be happening just beyond your perception? Join us as we journey into the world of the paranormal, exploring everything from ghosts and UFOs to cryptids and unexplained occurrences. From haunted houses to all things paranormal, join us in the search for the truth behind the veil. Welcome to Paranormal 411.